What's going on, fam? What up, beaches? All y'all beaches. What up, Lori? Come on in. Say hello. Drop a comment. Don't just sign in and not say anything. Say hello. You can text. You can text in your favorite Asian accent. Hello. Mr. Miyagi say hello. Hello. Derry Swore. Hey, Daniel-san. Derry Swore. Banzai, Daniel-san. Banzai. Derry Swore. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Fucking beats. Fat beats. Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. Making sick fucking gains, fam. Yeah. Put your hands together. Yeah. Everybody. Left side. Right side. South side. East side. Yeah. Not safe for work. Bitches. Papa Swole. Get the pelvic thrust. Funky time. Welcome. Hey everyone, it's on Daily Swole 903. Papa Swole, your boy. Your boy. Damn. Pinch the nips. Pinch the nips. Pow pow. Hey, fitness without a bullshit.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test. Testing. Is this mic on? Testing testicles. Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 903 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, slaycast, and of course the taintcast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Thank you, wonderful fam. Thank you for joining me today, episode 903 of the Daily Sleaze. We got Instagram, we got Facebook Live, we are everywhere. Periscope, Twitch, YouTubes, we are everywhere. Thank you for joining Papa Sworio. We're going Asian today. Papa Sworio. Hey, Papa Sworio here for 903. Hey, Daniel-san. Banzai. Papa Swole, banzai. At the gym doing active recovery, I got you my ear holes. Yep. I'm slapping those ear holes. If you want to get raped in the ear holes, make sure you turn on the Daily Swole. Turn it up and throw your middle finger up. Put your middle finger up. Get them up. Happy Friday. Happy Friday for those of you that are on the Monday through Friday crew. It is your Friday. It is your day to, I don't know. It's your day. What are you doing today? Are you training today? I got mine in. Papa Swolio slammed some stems. I did schlegs. And that is an important thing to not skip. Do not skip your schlegs. So what did you train today? And or what are you going to train today? So that first goes in the comments right now. What did you train or what are you going to train? And for those of you, I got a couple announcements. Hey-o for announcements. And it's actually kind of cool. And this was not planned. It just happened kind of yesterday. So I've been getting a lot of messages. And first off, I want to say thank you because I've been getting so many messages about this. And I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I'm actually flattered. But I've been getting a lot of messages about donations, about supporting to the show. People have been asking me if I have like a Patreon account. And I don't. I haven't set anything like that up yet. However, because I don't like anything getting in the way. I like controlling the stuff. I like controlling, I like having stuff. I don't like going through sites like that. Not my thing. But a lot of people have been asking about donating or supporting to the show. And I'm very, very flattered. And I've always been saying, oh, thank you very much for your support. Thank you so much for the offer. But, not right now. Like, I don't have any gateways or something set up where for like donations. But I do now. And instead of just, kind of similar to what Patreon does, I just don't want to be like, oh, here, thanks for, like whatever you wanted to support me with. I decided to offer some incentives. So I thought it was pretty cool to set something up like that myself. So I put a link on my website in the podcast section. So if you go to swolenormousx.com, if you would like to sponsor the Daily Swole, you can go and check that out. It's swolenormousx.com. You click on podcast and you'll see a button. You'll see a button that says sponsor the show or be a sponsor. And I have a couple incentives and things that are listed, different tiers for your sponsorship. And it goes from anything from, sponsoring an episode, sponsoring a topic, asking specific questions, getting shout outs in the pre-roll and post-roll. Anyway, literally you can sponsor the show. So you know how a lot of people run ads and all this kind of stuff. I figured I would open it up to the community for anyone that is interested. I appreciate it. There's no obligation, of course, but I thought I would give this, I would make that possible because I've been getting a lot of messages. So it's very flattering and I am very appreciative of whatever you wanted to support with the Daily Swole. So you can check it out, swolenormousx.com, and you click on podcast and you'll see a link for sponsoring the Daily Swole. So that's pretty cool. And that should answer any questions for people that have been asking me about that. So let's see what everyone's doing today. Friday, just wrapped up a nice yoga class with Alex and Swolenormous X. Nice, Jason. Sweet. Back and biceps, arms, baby. I think Friday is like a classic arm day. Is Friday International Arm Day? How come we don't have an International Arm Day? Monday is International Chest Day. How come Friday isn't International Arm Day? Legs and cardio. Legs and poop. Cardio. Come on. Upper body. Been painting my new house. Nice. Very cool. Core. Just got back from a not so good leg session. All right. Well, not every workout's going to be a win. Not every workout's going to be awesome. You're not going to crush it all the time. So it's all good. That's important to understand. It's important to realize and set back on. And remember that you're not always going to crush it. But we got some cool shit to talk about today. It's going to be a little bit more of a hard-hitting episode. Friday kind of people want to like punch out, right? People want to punch out on a Friday. People don't want to get too technical on a Friday. I feel like Fridays are the perfect day for me to slap taint, take the knowledge cock and just slap it across your face like that. Pow, 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 pow. I feel like everyone needs to get slapped with some knowledge nuts. And it's Friday, and that's what we're going to do today. So today's episode is titled, It's Your Fault. So let's yell at people. Let's get in people's faces, and let's bring everyone back to ground zero, so to speak. We have discussed this week, we talked about volume and training frequency. Last week, we were doing a lot with legs. We've been talking a lot and always talk about getting shit done. Now, the title of this episode, It's Your Fault, you can relate that to everything and anything. What is your goal? So let's get you involved with this. In the comments right now, what is your goal? Are you trying to build muscle? How much? Are you trying to lose weight? How much? And I want you, when you're writing your goals, when you're typing it in, I want you to remember, whatever it is, today is Friday. Today is a day where you're probably going to have offers for happy hour. You got people going out on Friday night, going to dinner with the fam, going to dinner with the mister or the missus. You got plans, right? You're not working early on Saturday, some of you. So Friday is kind of like, you're punching out. However, whatever your goal is, you're starting somewhere. Wherever you are right now, this is a starting point. It's not a midway point. Today is a starting point. Every day is a starting point. You're not midway through. It is your journey, but every day you kind of start that journey again, right? Every day is kind of renewed. Every day is day one. Every day is day one. Every day you're firing up. Every day you're starting from scratch. Essentially, you have to execute every day. Laying bricks. Laying bricks every day is the ticket. Laying your bricks daily. Doing it daily. Being disciplined. Being consistent. Every fucking day, that's the goal. That's the goal. Executing, doing it every single day. Now, that being said, wherever you're coming from, if you're not happy with where you are, you'll see a lot right now about fat acceptance. It's okay to be fat. Love who you are. Enjoy yourself. I say don't be happy where you are. Why should you be happy with where you are? What does that accomplish? What does that accomplish being happy where you are? Happy being content. That's what I mean, content. Now, this has nothing to do with loving yourself. This has nothing to do with do you respect yourself. It has nothing to do with that kind of self-love. You're a wonderful person. You're unique. Fine. However, you should not be complacent. You can't afford to be content. You always need to be tightening shit up. You always need to be making those adjustments to take your shit to the next level. You got to always be looking for that next level up. You got to always be looking for improvement. You got to be always looking to do better because you all can. I can. You can. And I know that for a fact. And you know that too. This community is really tight. You all pretty much have a really good idea on what you need to do. You have a really good idea on what you need to buckle down with. Being content, it can lead to stagnation. It can lead to just flatlining that plateau. If you get comfortable, being comfortable is not good. Being comfortable is not good. That gets you boring. That gets you boring. Is that even fucking grammatically correct? No. That gets boring. That gets you boring. No, it gets you fucking lazy. Being content, being happy with where you are, that gets you lazy. And that's going to eat away at where you are. If you're trying to maintain, and I have these questions a lot in my inbox, what should I do to maintain? You shouldn't do anything to maintain. You should always be looking to improve. You should always be looking to do better. That mentality of maintaining is setting the bar really low. Going to the gym and obviously maintaining is you going to the gym and not training that hard, right? That's what maintaining in the gym equals. If you go to the gym to maintain where you are, you're not going to try that hard. And guess what that's actually going to accomplish? You're going to slide backwards. Because you're going to go to the gym, not try that hard because you're maintaining. You don't want to train too hard because you're not looking to grow. You're just going to maintain. Well, you're getting older. Your body needs stimulation. You're going to lose. You're going to get smaller. You're going to lose muscle mass. You're going to lose strength. If you go into anything with the concept of maintaining, with the concept of doing decent, you're going to do much less than decent. You're going to fucking suck. And it's going to catch up sooner or later. And that's going to be the truth. It might not happen right away, but it's slowly going to eat away at you because your foundational approach is wrong. You need to be aggressive, right? So wherever you are, whether you're happy or you're unhappy, it's your fault. It's a product of your effort. It's a product of your work. And if you're happy with where you are, that's your fault too, in a good way. Your fault means it's your doing. It's your fault. And you can, of course, I guess fault is a negative term, but it's your doing. So if you're happy, congratulations. You did that. You created happiness in your life. You created peace with where you are, X, Y, and Z. Okay? And some people are very, very happy and they're happy, they're content, but in a good way, like they're on their track. And that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. I'm not saying you're miserable and you have to admit that you're miserable. And you're like, I'm not miserable. Yes, you are. But a lot of people are in denial. A lot of people are in denial. And yeah, Eric, the truth is hard to swallow. It is. The truth can hurt, but the truth is a truth and the truth wins overall. The truth is not easy all the time, right? My famous video, You're Fat. That's the truth for most of your cases. That's the truth. It's not an easy thing to say either. A lot of people just take it, well, you fucking man bun and beard, man, you're calling me fat. It's not easy to say that to someone. Of course, I'm not saying it to anyone's face. I'm making a video online, but it's reaching a lot of people. And essentially, I'm calling you fat. I'm not calling you a shitty person. I'm not calling you a low quality individual. I'm not calling you an asshole. I'm just stating a fact. And people get very, very defensive because people associate that with low quality person, self-esteem issues, right? People associate that with being an insult. However, the truth doesn't have to be a bad thing. The truth is just what something is. Truth is just what something is. It doesn't have an emotion attached to it. Is everyone following me so far? The truth doesn't have emotion. It is what it is. That's what truth means. This is the way things exist. Whether you like it or dislike it, that's subjective. Whether you're happy or sad about it, subjective. Whether you're angry or happy about it, subjective. Nothing to do with the truth. It has to do with you. It has to do with you. Thus the title, It's Your Fault. Your emotion and your response to these types of things, these words, it's you. It's not Papa Swolio. It's not Joe Schmo, whoever else says something. It's you. If someone is being rude and insulting, it's on you whether or not you take that personally, whether you get upset, whether you get hurt. If someone's being an asshole, that's them being an asshole. It doesn't say anything about you. It says more about them. When I get negative commentary on my videos and people really being vulgar, it doesn't say anything about me. It says about that person. It says about their character, right? The type of person that's going to leave negative comments on a social media video. It's like, give me a fucking break. Hiding behind your keyboard being insulting. Make a video. Actually provide some content. Don't just be rude, vulgar, racist, slanderous, right? If you're speaking the truth and you're saying it for the right reasons, it's going to come around in a positive manner. But understand that your emotion, controlling your emotion, is very, very powerful and very important in this world. And most people don't have control over their emotions. Most people don't have control over how they feel. And isn't that kind of scary? Isn't that scary to not have control over your emotions? Isn't it scary to not have control over how you feel? Think about that. How many people actually have control over their emotions? How many people understand their emotions? And when I say understand their emotions, how many of you understand where your emotions are coming from? How many of you can look at your own emotions in the moment objectively and see where they're coming from and either validate or invalidate those emotions? We feed into these cyclical processes. We feed into what we've always done habitually. We feed into that reactionary response. Someone says something and it triggers us and we just vomit right back. What if you let it absorb a little bit or let it wash over you and formulate a response and notice your own reaction? Why are you having that reaction? Why are you upset? Is that a valid emotion to have? Is that something that you should entertain? Is that something that if you entertain it, it's going to benefit you? Is it going to eat away at you? Is it going to be valuable to move forward with that type of emotion, with that type of response? That comes a lot with practice, and that comes a lot with meditation. That comes a lot with self-reflection and understanding more about your own personality, your own emotional cycle, your own emotional response, your reactionary response. Most people base all their life on just reaction. They just let things happen. And you're going to react to things based on how you've always done it. It's habitual. It's ingrained. Maybe you saw it from your parents. Maybe you saw it from your friends. You do what you've always done, right? You just act the way you've always acted. Yeah, haters are going to hate. There's a lot of hate in the world, and there's a lot of hate and negativity that isn't based on anything. However, a lot of this hate and negativity just stems from people not being aware of what they're saying, people reacting to other things. And if you're accepting these comments as hate, you're internalizing it. You're absorbing it. You're making that reality. You're making that tangible. So if someone says something that insults you and you internalize it and you take it personally, you're making that real. It's affecting you. It's stressing you. And we've talked a lot about stress management, how stress increases cortisol levels, which will increase fat retention and fat storage. And that's not good. So managing your stress is important for managing your weight. And most of you want to at least minimize body fat. Maybe you don't have a ton of weight to lose, but most of you don't want to have extra fat. Most people, there's no one, I don't know anyone that has a goal. I'm trying to gain more fat. It's either gaining more muscle or you want to lose fat. Makes sense. So that understanding with how your body reacts to things and how your mind reacts to things, are you going to validate what people say? In some cases, you can validate what they say. It's okay to have an emotional reaction. It's okay to have a reaction. However, to act on that reaction, to internalize, to personalize it. Most of the things people say, they just say. It's not at you. It's about a topic, or it's about someone else, or it's about something. And people get defensive about religion, about politics. You're fat, you're not, right? This social stigma. It's about a topic that you either attach yourself to, your identity in some way. Okay, the whole fat acceptance or a political party or religion, you just attach that thing to fucking your identity. So if someone says, I hate Christianity or I hate Judaism, and you're a member of that community, it's like this fucking rage, right? Because that's part of your identity. You're not that. That's not what you are. That's not who you are. Okay? If someone's calling you fat, that's not necessarily who you are. Okay, you have body fat, but how are you internalizing that? People associate that with, I'm a bad person. This person hates me. This person thinks I'm disgusting. No, you're creating that story around the truth. So when I say these things, and when we talk about these things, I do it for attention. This is social media. There's no shame in that. Everyone does things for attention. I make content for attention. That's what this is all about. I don't make content so no one can listen to it. I don't make content so no one can watch it. I don't make content so no one will learn from it. I don't do this for no reason. I do this so people get a message, and I get a message to people. And some messages need to be as raw and as straightforward. Most messages do. The truth always wins, and it's important to not get a biased, subjective opinion on it. Facts are facts, and people have to stop being such fucking pussies about facts and start looking at what the actual issue is and then taking care of it. And most of it is within ourselves. It's my fault. It's your fault. Anytime you take something personally, you're taking it personally because you are taking it personally, because it's your fault. How you respond to things, your fault. Wherever you are in your life, your fault. You're doing. No one did it to you. You are there because of you. And then it comes down to, okay, now what? Now what do I do about it? Now what's the next step? It's taking personal responsibility for being out of shape, for being overweight, for being unhappy, for being immobile. My back hurts. Oh, man, it's your fault. From the things that you've done in your life, the choices you've made, you have back problems. Okay, what are you going to do about it now? When you take responsibility for it, then you can move forward and start taking actions to improve and to do better. But you can't blame it on other people. You can't say it's someone else's fault. Because I call you fat doesn't mean that I made you that way. Maybe you have a medical condition and, maybe it was something you were just born with. Okay. There are always those extenuating circumstances, but in certain situations, it's like, come on, take responsibility. Let's fucking figure it out together. Now let's move forward. Now, okay, you admit it. We admit it. We all know, no mystery. Being obese is directly linked to disease and sickness and shorter lifespan. Let's do something about it. Once you admit it's my fault, I'm going to fucking do. It's my fault that I'm here. But now it's also my responsibility and in my capacity to do something about it. And the cool thing is, it's only in my capacity to do something about it. No one can do it for me. So as much as it could be looked at as a negative, saying, oh, it's your fault. Well, it's also, if it's your fault, it's also your ability to change it. If you're not satisfied with it, okay. Now what? Now what are you going to do about it? It's the moves, it's the next steps that you take in order to make it what you want it to be. You can make it whatever you want it to be. Your life, you can make it whatever you want it to be. Your fitness, you can approach it however you want. I'm leading you to the proper tools, the proper mindset, but how you want the outcome to be, what you want it to end up as, it's on you. You can want whatever you want. I don't care if you want to jump rope and be a jump rope champion. Fine. Have at it. You're still the one that's going to have to do it. You're the one that's going to live with the consequences. You're the one that's going to have to be happy with the end point. It just depends on what you want, but it's also your responsibility to fucking take the steps and do it. I can provide all the yoga classes, all the programs, all the inspiration. You still have to do the work. You still have to do the work. Right? If you join my membership community and you don't get results, it's your fucking fault because you didn't do the work. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to fucking drink. Even if you submerge its head, it's going to fucking kick you in the face. You can't force anyone to do it. You have to want to do it. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one that has to execute on these things. So next time you have this inkling that something is getting in your way, take a pause, take a moment, and realize that you are the one that's getting in your way. You are the one that's interrupting your process. You are the one that's setting up a roadblock that's keeping you from going where you want or where you need to go. It's you. It's no one else. It's you. And it's okay. And that's a positive thing. It's a positive thing for it to be your fault. I don't think of it as a negative. It's associated, being selfish is associated with being negative. Having, being at fault is associated with being negative. It's not. It's just a fact. It's you. It's your life. Did someone else live your life? You had an out-of-body experience for 40 years and you woke up and you're fat and, oh my God, how did this happen? I don't know what happened. You didn't trip and fall face first into a cheeseburger. Like, this is you. You did this. You're not healthy because of your choices. Okay, I realize that. Now what? And then you take the steps to make it right if that's what you want. Just understand that as much as it's your fault where you are, it's also your ability to take yourself where you want to go. You just have to do it. It's your responsibility. You got yourself where you are. Are you going to do the things you need to do to get yourself out? That is the difference. There's no mystery. It's you. It's no one else. It's you. Tara, being mentally prepared and honest with yourself is how you get started with a better lifestyle. You can't succeed without being honest with yourself. Agreed. Honest with yourself, taking responsibility, for sure. For sure. Get out of your own damn way, Jennifer Brown. Yeah, most people are the cog in the machine. Most people are getting in their own way. Most people are getting in their own way. Whether it's the people you're surrounding yourself with, still your fault. You're surrounding yourself with certain family or friends, your fault. The foods that you consume, well, my family only eats this way and I can't, your fault. Make your own food. You don't have money to get food? Get a job, make money, and buy your own food. Oh, but so-and-so does the shopping. Then you go do the shopping, or you go shopping too. Oh, but I don't have a car. Take an Uber and go and get food. Hitch a ride. Like, do something that's going to make the outcome that what you want. Otherwise, shut your fucking mouth and deal with the consequences. If you're not happy with where you are, then do something about it. It's that simple. Do something about it. You can complain. You can whine. It's on you in the end, whether or not it changes. You can complain all you want. No one's going to want to hang around with you. No one's going to want to be your friend. No one's going to want to spend time with you. You can complain all you want. That's not going to get you results. Bitching and moaning is not going to make you lose weight. Quite the opposite. You're just going to stress yourself out and be more miserable and probably stay more stressed and retain water and retain weight. And that's it. So it's up to you to take responsibility. It's a Friday. Are you going to make the right choices this weekend? That's the other question, right? It's Friday. Are you going to make the right choices this weekend? Okay. Do you want to have alcohol? Do you want to drink? Fine. Go drink. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. I'm going to tell you the truth about what you're going to do, but I don't care what you do. If you make those choices and you can still maintain the physique or whatever you want, it's your choice. It comes down to your choice. But on Monday, when you feel like crap and you're like messaging me or DMing me, well, how do I get rid of this extra belly fat around my stomach? And you went drinking all weekend, go fuck yourself. Go look in the mirror and wonder why you're retaining water and retaining body fat. Don't ask stupid questions when you know the answer. You just don't want to look in the mirror and realize you're fucking yourself over. Kevin, I'm just here taking it all in to better understand my clients. They're using these holiday seasons to come up with the craziest excuses to slack. Yeah, fuck them. They're not serious. They don't really want it. Tell them the truth. They're not going to like it. Probably lose clients. What are you going to do? Well, use a smaller plate. Eat before you go. Make better decisions. Just keep your calories low. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking holidays. The holiday season is just everyone. It's just commercial. It's marketing. It's everyone making excuses to not be healthy. I don't blame anyone. Most places in the country, it's cold. People are bundled up. You're not showing your muscles and your arms and everything. You're not thinking about fitness. It's hard to get up early when it's blackout and it's 3 fucking degrees. I remember. I grew up north. It's never easy, but you do it anyway. What do you want? What do you want the outcome to be? You can make just tell them. If they're going to make excuses, they can stay fat. Fine. The holiday season, as much as I hate the holiday season, it's going to be great business in January and February. Always is. The jabronis come back for a couple weeks. Oh, yeah, they sign up and, I'm going to do it. Okay. Yeah, sure. Sure you will. Yep. New Year's resolution. Those pieces of shit. Fuck your resolutions. I hate that shit. And you're going to hear me ranting more and more about it. I'll start posting some of my old content from last year about resolutions. I hate resolutions. Waste of fucking time. You're wasting time waiting for New Year's to come around. And it's the worst. It's the worst thing to do for yourself. A New Year's resolution is worthless. It's worthless. It's good for about a week. It's good until like maybe January 7th. And then after that, people don't give a fuck. No one's talking about New Year's resolutions in February. No one. In March, in April. Fitness is your whole fucking life. It's not January 1st. All right. Yeah, you're going to hear a lot more about that. I used to love happy hour back in my 20s, but now I could totally give a shit about the food and booze. It's a waste of my time. Agreed. I mean, priorities shift. And I'm not saying, regret your childhood, but as you get older, you get wiser. You realize that it does nothing. You're spending your time with people that are just wasting their life. People are looking for an escape because they're miserable with their jobs, so they're going and drinking on a Friday night to forget the whole week that they are not happy with what they're doing. And it's an escape. It's an escape. Hi, Papa Swolio. Can you make a video someday about not being materialistic and finding happiness on experiences? You did a short video. I mean, I think this video is pretty much all that. I don't know. I'm not materialistic at all. I don't even own clothes. I don't even have a suit. I think I have a suit, but it's like worn. It's not like in great condition because I never wear it. Once in a while, I'll wear it. I don't really wear clothes. I'm like the least materialistic person. Don't care. I like my electronics and stuff. I like material for things that I need, for things I need to do. Aside from that, I really don't care. The only thing I treat like material possessions is food, but like high quality food. Like that's the only thing I spend money on is food, really. That's the only thing that I'll spend extra money on if something's healthier or something's a better quality is food. That for me is wealth. When I have a fridge that's packed with food, for me, I'm like, I'm rich. Really. That's how I've always thought. I don't care about watches or shoes or cars, just not really It doesn't mean I don't like those things or, oh, cool, that's nice, or like a motorcycle. Oh, that's nice. Just don't care. Don't care. Too many people are trying to measure dicks with that stuff, and it doesn't end. It's very empty. People make excuses, but then complain when they get older and can't move. Colton. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. People will push off doing meditation and yoga and mobility and stuff. People will keep on pushing it off, delaying it. Just wait. Just wait 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. Just wait. It'll catch up. It'll catch up, and you'll wish you listened to Papa Swole. I don't want to say I told you so, but I know a lot of people are going to wait until it's too late, and then you're going to have to be working to catch up. Yeah, keeping up with the Joneses, all those phrases. Look, you have to do what's right by you. Do what makes you happy. Do what you enjoy. But just understand that you're in control. It's your responsibility. And where you are with your health, where you are with anything, it's your fault. And when you take responsibility, specifically relating this back to fitness, when you take responsibility for where you are, if you're fat, if you're skinny, wherever you are with your training, with your health, it's your fault. It's your responsibility. It's your fault with what got you there. And it's going to be your responsibility and your fault moving forward to correct it. Scott 3196, spot on, only just discovered yoga and meditation at 51, which I'd done it at 21. Yep. Shit, I wish I discovered it at 21 too. I wish I did yoga at 21. I wish I did meditation at 21. I didn't. So wherever you start, it's fine. It's a practice. And we all have our own journey. So don't dwell on regretting like, oh man, I wish. Not saying that you are, but just move forward. Now you got it. Boom. Now push yourself and practice and develop. That's it, fam. Enjoy your Friday. Remember, if you want to check out the podcast, subscribe to the podcast, go to swolenormousx.com, click on podcast in the main menu, and you can see all the apps where you can find the podcast. And enjoy your Friday. Remember, it's your fucking fault. Get it done or don't get it done. But whatever happens, it's on you. And I'll see everyone tomorrow for episode 904 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleazecast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for 904. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swole, out.